So the first thing I need to do is put the rail onto the bed. I believe that's the first thing I do. So I need to measure this to get another block of wood to secure it onto it. So we are looking at 94.5. So that'll be on here. There you go, top tip number one, always measure. Don't rely. So that one goes in there perfectly. So I can screw that in. Okay. There we go. So that is the second piece that will slot in there. So there we go. So the plan is, now those pieces are in there, as you can see, that rail now has somewhere to screw into, and then that will pull out with the drawer at the back. So now what I need to do now is drill through these holes so I can drill into the bottom of that wood and secure it, and then I can put the rails on. Easy peasy. So I need to make sure I've got some screws that are going to be long enough to go through here. Yeah, they're plenty long enough, actually probably too long. These are great for trivial. I would get okay, so the dilemma I'm facing is that I've now drilled the wood, so that goes in there. And the next piece, obviously, just to attach those, screw them in. But I would like to drill through that wood, so I have to get a bit of feed into there, but I can't get in there because the drill is too big. Do it by hand and bite it in. That's even the now. Right, I've got this little thing. I hope that'll go in there. Hopefully we'll get it biting in a bit, but that is just going straight through at the moment. Well, that seems pretty solid. So that's been that's pretty good. I think that has worked, which is good. Right, so I've made an error there, as you can see. Right, so I've made an error there, as you can see. It's not flush to that side, so there's going to be a bit of a gap when the rail attaches to it. So don't it flush to this side, so if you're doing it, make sure it's flush on the inside where the rail's going. So the next step is to attach the rails. So that should be fairly straightforward. I'm going to go for little screws. All I need to do is just mark these holes on, screw it in, but I want to make sure you've got the same length, and I can eliminate that issue, that sticking out there, because this can sit in there and that should still slide all the way in nicely. So what I need to do is simply, when it's out like this, is just go along and mark the screw holes on there. So marked all those holes. Now I can just run along and drill it. But on the back of the rails there is a plastic clip like this, and that pushes to the side, and then you can then pull the rail out. The reason I'm going to work on this one because this is actually faulty, it's bent. It's like a little clip here that pushes it to the side, and then that comes out, and then you pull that, and then you can pull these over, and then you can pull the rail the whole way out. So these, putting the rails on is meant to be the easy bit, and then it's actually building the drawer that's like the hard bit, because you've got to get that right, get it all together. But it's taken me a while to figure out how to do this, so hopefully the drawer goes a bit easier. It just takes a while, doesn't it, because you're trying to film it as well, thinking what you're doing, trying to figure it all out. But hopefully it should start getting better. So that is one rail in. Okay, so the next stage is to now build the actual drawers onto the van. Right, so at this point I need to hope that I bought enough wood. I think that drawer will go in and out. So I'm hoping the length of the rails is the end of the drawer, probably have an end on it. It's the thick of the wood, so it'll pull out and maybe do that end of it there. Maybe. So the plan I've come up with is to do some joists across here. So I have 4 joists where the screw holes are, and then to put the base layer of the drawer on top of it, and then I can still build up an edge here and an edge here and maybe a little one there. So I think this is the best way to do it, by putting a joist like that. When you guys do it, it'll be a lot easier because I've done all the messing up for you. Oh, good. Good. Now. So, moment of truth, will it fit? Oh. Yes, it fits. Okay, perfect. Doing it with a jigsaw and my skills, it's managed to make it work. It's taken over 4 hours to get to this stage, way longer than I expected. Obviously doing it like this, I've lost quite a lot of storage space because I've had to raise it up. I know it's not a how-to video, but hopefully if you guys are watching this, it's a bit of a guide and help you do it if you have got a bed like this and you're doing it just with basic tools like me. You're not building the whole thing out of plywood. So next step, all I need to do now is just fix this drawer onto the rollers, onto the little frame I built earlier. So fingers crossed that's going to work, and then hopefully it will pull in and out. So yeah. Okay. So this needs to be the end of the runners, I think. So make sure it's at the end there. These look a little bit wonky. Okay, they're slightly different, I think. Edge of the wood there, something. Okay, so that's edge of the wood there. I think that's looking okay. Now obviously I'm gonna have to judge how to drill these bits in. Okay, so I think the best solution is to do it upside down like how I did the other bits. Drill from underneath and then screw it in. I think that's the best way I can do it. So essentially just need to line it up, and if I line it all up, it should be fine. I think that's the wrong end though. So yes, I need to make sure I'm doing it right. Be that way around. I need to make sure I'm getting all the runners right. I need to go double check that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue doing this, get all of them in, and then I'll show you when it's finished because it's taken ages and I want to get it done now. So, here is the finished drawer. So, as you can see, got the rails on the back. Oh, one of the screws did miss. That on there, but I don't think it matters. I think all the rest have gone through, so doing that blind's worked quite well. Right, moment of truth. Let's see if it goes back in. If I've done it all correctly, got my measurements right. Let's get in there like that. Oh, it seems to be pretty tight on the old... Alright, it's got stuck now. You know what it's got stuck on? Could have actually made the drawer a bit longer, I think. But for the purpose that I wanted it for, I think it's fine. It's a bit tight. I don't know what's... Oh, yeah, it's proper. And stuck on something. Oh, it's these screws, I think, at the end. So, all that hard work, and I believe this screw is getting caught on that little latch there. And so, it's getting stuck there, but I'm saying that, it's not actually touching there. It's not actually touching on that. So, I don't know. Okay, so I think what's happening is that I've made it too wide, because if I force it, it will go in. It's too wide for the runners, so what I'm going to do is just take the runners off, trim down the edge a little bit, and hopefully that'll sort it out. Alright, so I'm hoping what I can do is just undo this, undo these and just trim off the edge a little bit. So there you go guys, that is the drawer complete. It has been an absolute mission to get this built. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it's not really a how-to, but hopefully this is a bit of a guide and it will help you. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.